EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead. And we're off in week 2. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. A first down throw for Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
It's now second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Now Prescott. And Josh Hill has it. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's second and 2.
At the 41-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. This is Murray. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting the tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
First down, Buccaneers.
There you go. 52.
On first down, Murray. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
To throw on second and 6, Prescott. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does, and in practice it wasn't about a lot of big... Oh, Prescott stripped!
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate...
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Latavius Murray, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Succo. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Run it. He's scared. Slam.
Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively.
At the 23-yard line.
On 2nd and 9. Murray caught here by Griffin. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Murray now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, step it back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you got to defend it the same way you would defend the 1st down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers. And on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
Give him 32 on the play.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. They'll run for it with Bo Scarborough. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch the safety creep. Rush in. Rush in.
There's Scarborough on the toss. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. The kick by Lutz is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Brings up second and 5 at the 28-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
Here we go. Shoot.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Back to go. Here we go, 47. All day, every day.
On third down, it's Prescott. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off at the 33. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Now they'll run it with Scarborough. Tackle made there by Buda Baker.
But I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
50 to Mike. All day.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Here we go.
They run with Murray. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
And it's 3rd down.
Here we go. 48. Here we go. 46. 46. And we got to get to the ball. 46.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now Andy Lee will come on to punt this one away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 15. Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. Murray now on 1st down. Flush to his right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Double time. Double time.
They run. This is Scarborough. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now Scarborough. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Got him all open, it's Sutton. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. And some space here. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Murray now to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
It's 4th down.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first, this one from 38. That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Looking deep downfield. It got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be from 56 yards out. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be from 56 yards out. And that is no good. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Suckup for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They'll start things on first down with Bo Scarborough. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The pass there complete to Sutton, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Buddy up. Come on. 58, come on. And watch that.
First down, Murray. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup of 38. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This is Scarborough. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Escaping the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Patrick Owasor in there to drop him for a loss on the play. To throw on third down, Murray. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. It's caught, Smith. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They try again with Scarborough. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Prescott. He's got it complete to Thompson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Prescott to throw it. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
So, line of scrimmage still to 39 on 2nd and 10. Now this throw caught left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards the pickup there.
1st down, Tampa Bay.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll throw again. Prescott. He gets it to Humphreys. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Under. Motion out the backfield. Motion out the backfield. Mike's 54. Mike's 50.
Prescott yet again. He's got Thompson here, complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And a Buccaneer 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Right there.
On second down now, it's Murray. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Latavius Murray, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Murray off play action. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Murray from midfield. And he finds his man Griffin. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 26. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Marcus Davenport there to take him down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Murray. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Devontae Parker, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Now Murray to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Second and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Prescott. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here we go. 47. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He finds Humphreys. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
First down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
A gain of 9. Brings up
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. The throw over the middle taken in. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 32-yard line.
a gain of 14.
They've really been able to contain Alshon Jeffrey. That catch a rare exception in this game.
And that's a feather in their cap because he's such a tone setter for his team on offense that they try and get him the ball early. And, of course, what comes after that is often.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. After the sack on first down, Prescott, it's Hill, complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Murray. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. They go back to Murray on first down. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Murray running right. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. An 8-yard touchdown run as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Now Prescott to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for two. Try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up one makes the rest of this fourth quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Well, they practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. He'll look to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it. So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw is Murray. Screenplay, Johnson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still... You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Tampa Bay, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals.